Right, come on, hurry up, gents. Come on in.
Gillian Duchamp's first task is to take assembly.
I feel just like a sacrificial lamb to the slaughter. I'm scared to death now because I look at the children and they're very perky, and I don't think they want to be here terribly.
No. To the back. To the back.
Good morning, everybody. I wanted to say how nice it is to be with you. The theme which your teacher has chosen is right and wrong, and I hope that you're going to help me a bit with this. Can you give me a few examples? Can anybody give me an example of doing right? Yes?
Being polite.
Being polite, which you are kindly being to me, thank you very much, yes.
The lady, she was nice and she was different from most of the teachers that I've seen and known.
I know she was more polite, and I know she had a different way of teaching.
Before her polite ways are tested on a class, Gillian is given a tour by Deputy Head Roger Bannister.
The most untidy place anywhere.
She learns that at Forest Gate, with no entrance exam, all local children are welcome, regardless of their ability.
We've got what we call the remove. That's where the naughties go if they misbehave in class.
Don't start now, OK?
Meanwhile, Simon Gibbons is tackling English class 9T.
See steam rising off your feet, yeah?
It's this group of 13-year-olds that Gillian will soon be facing.
It's what's called a quotation quest. Now, we've done these on Romeo and Juliet back at the beginning of the year.
This class is not streamed. At Forest Gate, the English department believes that teaching the cleverest alongside the most difficult gives them all a better chance of doing well.
You read first four. The biggest challenge is how to make the lessons work for 30 kids who have got enormously different levels of language and ability.
Nashville was different from other places in the south.
It makes it very, very difficult to try and plan lessons that are going to give every kid the chance to actually do something and learn something.
Handle white people.
You're trying to tell us, isn't it, sir?
Yeah.
Nashville ain't that bad.
You can't relax. There's no way in a class like this, I think, you could sort of sit at your desk and get on with something else while you expect them to be working. You've got to be constantly scanning the class, seeing who's doing what. It's bigger city. I'm trying to do a lesson in here, and it's not very easy with you lot talking away. I mean, there are, particularly in this class, funny characters, and I mean, even if I turn around to write on the board, I can never be sure who's going to throw what at whom, you know. Sure. Actually, look, that's part of the point of this, is actually get you to skim reading.
No, I'm reading.
Yeah, but two heads better than one, yeah? That's an old saying.
How does this compare? I mean, this is our outdoor PE facilities.
There's no comparison, of course, because it's in the country.
Yeah.
You know, we've got 250 acres of parkland, several across pitches.
We've got some grass.
Have you?
Yeah, come and have a look at it. Yeah. This is our grassy area.
Yeah, it's not very big.
It's
At one end of the grassy area is 9T's classroom. Gillian slips in to meet Simon.
Hi, I'm Gillian.
Hi, yeah, I've heard
Nice
about
to meet
you.
you.
Lots about you. Yeah.
So what's happening?
She wants to know what she should teach them tomorrow.
They're in the middle of, well, not in the middle. They've been working on this book for about 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
And what we generally do is, in class, we tend to kind of read a few pages together.
I mean, can they all write decent English?
No.
She's very much down to earth and not at all pretentious, which is, I'd have thought public school headmistresses were slightly of that ilk.
Bit jolly hockey sticks.
Perhaps I shouldn't say that a little bit, but I'm sure we'll de-hockey stickify her.
There are 1,000 pupils at Forest Gate, too many to squeeze into the hall. So every day a different year has assembly. Andy Richardson sometimes makes an appearance to remind them all who's boss.
Excellent. Very good to see you.
Will Gillian's good manners have the same effect on 9T?
Sit down, please.
The lessons last an hour. It's a long time for any cover teacher.
Would you please sit down and would you please take your jackets off because you're going to be far too hot otherwise. Okay. Hey, why are you sitting there? You can't be sitting there, I'm afraid. Could you have to sit down? Well, you can't. Sorry. Okay, would you please get out? Hurry up, please. Good morning. Okay, we'll all say good morning to each other when we're ready, may we? Don't sit on the end of there, please. I'm not Mr. Gibbons. I don't know what he does. Okay?
At the back of the class is Mr. Elday.
The boy there.
He is there to give extra help to two of the children.
Okay. I don't know who you are.
I'm a support teacher.
You're a support teacher. How lovely. Good morning.
Gillian has never come across support teachers like this before. The local authority believes that children with reading and behavioural problems should be educated within classes rather than taken out.
Which is you? That's you, right? Be quiet, please. Siddiq?
Yes, miss.
Fahim?
Yes,
Yassar?
Yes, sir.
Have you just come in? Okay, there's a seat here free, and there's a seat in the row before last, I think. Conde?
To begin with, Gillian is able to take control.
Orim Oloye, who are you?
Orim.
Okay. You must be Nigerian.
No.
No?
My parents are.
Oh, I mean your parents. I don't mean you. They must have come from Nigeria. Okay. Abdullah?
One of Gillian's problems is that she doesn't yet know the individual pupils, the girls on report for misbehaviour, or the kids with behavioural difficulties.
Pritam Singh? Fine. And it says here Maureen. You Maureen? You're Maureen. Hi. Okay. This morning, I'll tell you what may I have your complete attention, please? What you need for this class is you need your pen and you need your writing book. So
After 5 minutes, Gillian is beginning to struggle for their complete attention.
the textbook. Page 29. Fine. Have you got your exercise book? No. Well, where is it? Well, I'll give you some paper then. Okay, here we go. Have you got a pen? Yes, you have. Great, here we go. Put your name on it. Put the date, please. Where's your exercise book?
I never brought it.
Pardon?
I forgot it.
And you too? You
Yes.
haven't got yours? Okay.
Outside the class, Simon is watching Gillian's progress.
The kids at the beginning of the lesson came in kind of boisterous after break, as they do, and they needed to be settled down. She got them settled initially, but then there was a bit of disruption going on, a bit of noise, and that she never really sort of clamped down on it or stamped down on it enough.
Sit down. He's not mental. Here you go. Sit down. Here. Oh, it doesn't matter. You don't need it right now. Okay, could we please have quiet? Shh. Okay, could you turn around, please? Does he understand English? Yes, pick your book up. Page 29, please.
Eventually, after 15 minutes, Gillian manages to begin teaching.
No, he's going to read. Nice and loudly for the others this side, thank you.
Reverend Anderson threw the ball to Ellen and he bounced it several times. It was a good ball, hard and firm. Ellen bounced it a couple of times more, then stopped, jumped and shot. 2 points. His first shot has gone straight through without touching the rim. Ellen threw the ball to him and his father caught it, dribbled once and tried a layup. It's been a long time since I had one of these in my hands, you know.
Nicholas,
he was breathing
just
heavily
leave
as he...
On about hearing, you can hear fine. What's happened to you? You're just going to put something... Okay, fine. Okay. Now, first thing that happened... Turn around. Turn around, please. Are you listening to me?
Are you listening to me?
And I'd like you to I'd also like you to put your tie straight, please, and stop chewing gum. Okay, because it's not polite to chew in front of people. Now, I want one sentence of the background, anything that happens early in the book. Would you sit down, please? Sit down, please, immediately. Yes. Alan did not want to go to Nashville, is that correct?
Yes, miss, that's correct.
Yeah, he did.
100%
correct. So is that, have we agreed that that's, would you stop that, please, immediately? Just get your pen out, start writing.
She can't afford in this school to take the kind of approach that you might take at a private school, let's say, where you can probably guarantee all the kids are very able, very hard-working and kind of dedicated. So you probably could stand at the front, they would all take notes. I mean, they just don't have the capability to do that, many kids here.
It's too big. Well, I can't write any smaller, sorry. To Nashville, Tennessee. Well, I am in school, right? I'm going to try and learn. I'm always learning. Could you please take turns? The white neighbours put their houses up for sale. Who was that? Was that you?
No, it was it.
Sure. Just please don't make that loud noise. It's too loud. I found myself nearly getting an edge to my voice that I said I mustn't do, and I found my sense of humour went immediately. I didn't have any sense of humour at all because I thought I've got to keep them in order somehow. Milana, would you please turn round? correct the 95,000 on the first time. In the last 10 minutes, if there's anybody who did the wrong thing, it was me, not them. But they didn't help me. Get your pen out. Put the new heading, please. They didn't try, and I didn't sing high enough. I had the wrong pitch, so my song was unheard. I'd like you to get an A. Come on, come on. No, you cannot. You cannot. Okay? Would you move back to your place? I will help you. I thought they'd all riot. I really thought they'd probably riot by the end. Okay.
I'm fed up now.
Well, I'm going to get fed up with you. Hurry up. Quickly, come on. Here we go. Okay, what have you done? Nothing? Okay, may I have the books, please? Would you please collect the books? Hang on, hang on. May I please have the books back before you go? Thank you. Books back, please. Okay, fine. Did you give your books in? No, I mean these books. You give these books. Thank you very much.
See, I could have kept it, miss.
You could. Could you do your tie up, please? I'm going to pack it in now. Resign forever. Terrible. Terrible. I couldn't cope at all. I mean, there's a huge range of ability from hyperactive to highly intelligent. And I'm sure I haven't got all the books here.
Well, she was quiet. She couldn't control the class. And, well, it was a bit boring. She didn't stimulate us as much.
For one, she didn't listen to us. She had it into her head that she was going to do this. And whatever we said, she put something that she had in her mind up on the board.
Instead of saying, you know, turn around, she'd come up to me, please turn around, Milana, and that kind of didn't make me do what she told me to.
Mr. Gibbons he's a clever teacher. He brings things into it which will relate it to us.
He shouts at them, then they, just shut up and sit down and work. But this teacher, she just asks all the time.
I don't know what public schools are like, but if it's anything to what she was being like, yes.
I mean, it wasn't by a long stretch a perfect lesson, but I mean, you wouldn't expect that anyway of a cover teacher going in for a lesson. I think the rules weren't there. You have to let them know what the limits are and what your expectations are.